Hello students, today we will continue try these of chapter 5 lines and angles. See the try these of page number 97. See the first question. Are the angles marked 1 and 2 adjacent? If they are not adjacent, say why. Here you see the first part of this question. But before seeing the first part of the question, I want to tell you about adjacent angles. Two angles are adjacent when they have a common vertex, when they have a common arm and two non-common arms on the either side of the common arm. Okay. Here in the first part, you can see this is the common vertex for angle 1 and angle 2. And they both have a common arm here. Okay. And these two arms are non-common arms which are on the either side of this common arm. Okay. And in the second part also, you can see here angle 1 and angle 2 both are adjacent because they have a common vertex here. Okay. And they have a common arm. This is the common arm here. And two non-common arms on either side of this common arm. Okay. These two non-common arms are on the either side of this common arm. Okay. And in the case of third figure, angle 1 and angle 2 are not adjacent. Now you will think that why? Because they do not have a common vertex. Okay. Angle 1 is here and angle 2 is here. You can see they do not have a common vertex. So you can say that angle 1 and angle 2, they are not adjacent. Okay. Now see the fourth figure of this question. Clear? Here in the fourth figure, angle 1 is this and angle 2 is this. Okay. And where is the common arm? Common arm is this. Okay. This is the common arm because this arm is coming in the angle 1 and this arm is coming in the angle 2 also. So the common arm is this. But these two non-common arms are not on the either side of this common arm. Okay. So they are not adjacent. And one more thing you can see here, angle 1 is a part of angle 2. So you can say that angle 1 and angle 2 are not adjacent. Okay. Now see the fifth part. In the fifth part, this is the angle 1 and this is the angle 2. Here angle 1 and angle 2, they are adjacent because they have a common vertex, they have a common arm, and here you can see two non-common arms on either side of this common arm. Here this is the common arm and these two are non-common arms which are on either side of this common arm. So for this question, you will write that the figures first, second and fifth, they are adjacent. Angle 1 and 2 are adjacent because they have a common arm, they have a common vertex and non-common arms on the either side of this common arm. So this you have to write in your answer. This first, second and fifth. These figures, in these figures, angle 1, 2 are adjacent as they have a common arm, a common vertex and a non-common arms on the either side of the common arm. And for the third part, what you have to write? For third part, you will write angle 1 and angle 2 are not adjacent. Angle 1 and 2 are not adjacent because they do not have a common vertex. Now for fourth part, what you have to write? So for the fourth part, you will write angle 1 and 2 are not adjacent as the common arm does not lie between the non-common arms. Now see the second question. In the given figure are the following adjacent angles. For this question, you see the first part. You have to tell here are angle AOB and BOC adjacent. So see the figure carefully and listen the explanation carefully. Here angle AOB and this is the angle BOC. Here angle AOB and BOC, they have a common vertex O and a common arc OB and two non-common arms OA and OC. Okay, which are on either side of this common arm OB. Okay, so you can write that angle AOB and angle BOC are adjacent because they have a common vertex O, a common arm OB and other arms OA and OC lie on the opposite side of this common arm OB, or you can say non-common arms OA and OC are on either side of the common arm OB. Now students, see the B part of the question number 2. Here you will tell angle BOD and angle BOC are adjacent angles or not. Here this is the angle BOD and this is angle BOC, and in these two angles you can see that OB is a common arm because OB is coming in angle BOD and angle OB is coming in angle BOC also. So here OB is a common arm and OC and OD, these two are non-common arms, but OD and OC, these two non-common arms are not on the either side of this common arm. Okay, here BO does not lie between the non-common arms OC and OD. Okay, so these two angles BOD and BOC are not adjacent angles. So for this, what you have to write? You will write angle BOD and BOC are not adjacent because the common arm BO does not lie between the non-common arm OC and OD. Now see the try these of page number 99. Question is, check which of the following pairs of angles form a linear pair? First of all, I would like to tell you about linear pair. Here, if the sum of two angles is equals to 180 degree, then they are forming a linear pair. Now, we will check. See the first part of the question. 140 degree and 40 degree are the measure of given angles. So first we will add measures, since 140 degree plus 40 degree is equals to 180 degree. Here the sum is coming 180 degree. So these two angles can form a linear pair. Okay. So here you will write, therefore angles can form a linear pair. Now see the second part of this trithees. Here the measure of the given angles are 60 degree and 60 degree. Okay, see your book, second part. Here we will add 60 degree plus 60 degree. Here we get 120 degree. Here the sum of these two angles is not coming 180 degree. Then these two angles will form a linear pair? No, because sum is not coming 180 degree. So here you will write, therefore here angles will not form a linear pair as the sum is not equal to 180 degree. And third and fourth part you will solve yourself like this only. Now try these of page number 101. Here you can see two lines are intersecting each other, and this is the angle 1, this 2, and this is the angle 3. Question is, in the given figure, measure of angle 1 is 30 degree. This angle is 30 degree. Find angle 2 and angle 3. So first we will find angle 2, angle 3 also you can find first, no problem. But I am going to find first angle 2. For angle 2, we will see the relation of angle 1 and 2. Here angle 1 and 2, they are forming a linear pair. These two angles are forming a linear pair. So here we will write angle 1 plus angle 2 is equals to 180 degree, and in bracket we will write linear pair. And measure of angle 1, what? 30 degree. So here we will write 30 degree plus angle 2 is equals to 180 degree. In the next step, angle 2 we will write, and here 180 degree, and 30 degree we will transpose from left hand side to right hand side. So here minus 30 degree we will get, and angle 2 is equals to, when we subtract 30 degree from 180 degree, we will get here 150 degree. Now we have got measure of angle 2. Angle 2 is 150 degree, and now we have to find the measure of angle 3. Now for angle 3 also we can use property of linear pair. Here angle 2 and 3 also forming a linear pair. But there is one more way to find measure of angle 3. Here you can see this line and this line. These two straight lines are intersecting each other. So angle 3A and angle 1, they are vertically opposite to each other. Okay. So here for angle 3, we will write angle 3 is equals to angle 1, and in bracket we will write vertically opposite angles. Now angle 3 is equals to, here angle 1 is equals to 30 degree. So for this angle 1 we will write here angle 30 degree, and since angle 1 is equals to 30 degree given, so like this you can find measure of angle 2. Angle 2 is 150 degree, and for measure of angle 3 we have written this thing, and using vertically opposite angles, here we have calculated angle 3, and measure of angle 3 is 30 degree. Now students, look at the try these of page number 106. First of all, see the question carefully. Name the pairs of angles in each figure. Here in the first figure, angle 1 and 2, they are corresponding angles. Okay. And in this figure, this line is a transversal line, and here angle 3 and angle 4 are pair of alternate interior angles. Okay. And here angle 5 and 6, they are co-interior angles. Okay. Co-interior angles. Now see the fourth one. Here angle 7 and angle 8, they are the pair of corresponding angles. Okay. Now angle 9 and 10, this is the pair of alternate interior angles. Okay. Now here for angle 11 and 12, what you can say? This line is a straight line, and this line, this is the angle 11 and this is the angle 12. These two angles are on this straight line. So here angle 11 and 12 are forming a linear pair. So which type of pair is this? This is the linear pair of angles. Okay. Now students, for today only this much. In the next video, we will continue the next try these. Thank you.